Okay, what's up guys? Just a single video today on Tony Hawk's 4. I am planning on at some point doing this game as a series. I'll do a video for each level, and I want to do Tony Hawk's 3, which I'm going to do one video on and just play through the game because the levels aren't that long, so I don't need to make a video on each level. There was something else I meant to say there that's gone out of my head. But yeah, basically I will be playing this probably, and Tony Hawk's. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I've taken the music off in the menu just because of copyright reasons, which almost put me off wanting to do Tony Hawk's games, because the music makes the game, like, you know, or it's a large part of it anyway, and once the music's not there it feels a bit empty. But I've taken it off just in case of copyright, and I might try and put a bit of royalty-free music underneath. But anyway, getting into it, what I used to do when I was younger, which I found quite fun, and that's literally all this video is. It's just showing you an idea of something to do. I don't know if you can do it on the other Tony Hawk's games or just this one. I imagine you can, but this is the one I've always done it on, is Tony Hawk's 4. So basically, you've got your stats, and you get stat points. Or you find stat points in the level. I can't remember how it works in Tony Hawk's 4, but you get stat points basically, and you did in the previous games. And you can improve, like you can see here, your air, your hang time, ollie, and all that. They're usually sort of, you know, all over the place depending on what skater you've got, that kind of thing, like that or something. But as you progress, you get points, and then you can add to where you want them. So eventually you end up with really high stats, obviously. We'll take oh, okay. I thought I had more stats than that. So yeah, like, so you end up with really high stats, and as we all know, like, Tony Hawk's isn't the most realistic, or it's not trying to be a realistic skateboarding game. And especially with high stats, you know, like you ollie that high, which is pretty high. You know, you're traveling really fast. And yeah, everything's just really fast, and you're doing loads of tricks, you know. It's basically like totally unrealistic. Like, it's still great, obviously, but and they've got it. It's realistic in the sense of like the flip tricks. They look, you know, realistic. They don't look ridiculous. But you are just racing around the levels like this, you know, when your stats are on full, or even like quite high. So what I used to do when I was younger was I just put the stats on, well, pretty much naught, basically. Naught for everything, apart from you can keep your rail balance, manual balance, and lip balance, really, because that doesn't really matter. They don't look more or less realistic depending on where you have it, kind of thing. So keep them on full. Everything's on naught, so you can already tell that, like, there's, you know, I've slowed down quite a lot, and the flip tricks will be a lot slower, so you can land, you can't land as much, and obviously I'm not ollieing half as much or half as high, that kind of thing. So what I used to do that, like things like that, for example, you know, I've just done a 360 half flip over that. And it's just got a lot more realism to it, you know, how high he ollies, and how fast the board spins and that kind of thing. And that's just what I found really interesting. Like, once I'd completed the game and I wanted something else to do on it, I just kept finding spots to skate, sort of thing. And it's a different way of playing the game, really, because you're not racing around like the whole level. You can just concentrate on little spots you find, or you can go in the park creator and, you know, make your own park, kind of cater it to use low stats, kind of thing. And I'll try and show off now, like, what I mean, because I don't want to make it look rubbish and make it seem like, well, what's the point in doing that sort of thing. It can be quite a challenge. I mean, obviously this isn't about points, it's the total opposite, really. Not about not getting points, but, you know, I'm just looking at simple things, like I'm going to volley onto this, do a manual, and then come off the other end and do a trick, like the kind of thing you would see in real life and on skate videos and that kind of thing. Oh. And even the bales are nice to see. It just seems like a bit more realistic. So yeah, I'll just stick at this spot for a second. I don't want it to be a massively long video, and I want to show you a few spots if possible. Something like that is, you know, and let's compare. Like, so I've just done that. That looked quite nice, I would say. But let's say if we take the stats, and we're putting them all up. Although we didn't have to put them all up. Oh, hold on. Flip speed still naught. What? Oh, yeah, don't need that. Okay, so now the stats are now, well, gone from being pretty much on naught to pretty much on full. And to try and do that again, so what did I do? Was it a, well, I did like a kickflip manual and then something out. And see, it's, yeah, it doesn't have that same feel. Like, by the time I'd ollied and got onto the bench, I was like near the end of the bench. Well, halfway through the bench. It still looked cool, that, to be fair, but just something about having the low stats on that gives it that little bit more realism. Yeah, that's still cool. There's still nice feel to it. Sorry, I think my controller batteries are dying a little bit, so that's good. But yeah, so take it back down to naught. And yeah, this really is, it's just a different way to play the game, like, really. And like I say, I don't mean like trying to actually do the whole game, because you probably will need those stats to do certain challenges and all that kind of thing. And if you're in Switch, it's even slower as well. Like, the ollie's even less, the speed's even less. I don't even know if I could like ollie onto this, let alone like do a trick onto it. Yeah, it's just something about it. So yeah, I wanted to find like a load of spots to show you, like not just show you like using it on a bench. It's lovely. Yeah, it's not just about the manualing, but yeah, that's one thing I definitely liked incorporating, you know. And because the stats are so low, like, everything just looks so close, if that makes sense. Like, when you're doing the tricks, it looks... How do I explain this? But if I kick-flipped up these steps and then manualed, like, I would only just make it, kind of thing, because of the ollie being so low and the flip speed being so low. But it makes it look a little bit more realistic. No, I'm ollieing way too early to get up those steps. And the controller batteries are being a bit weird. Oh no. No, that wasn't perfect, but that kind of thing. And then I would have manualed to the edge and then done a trick off it, kind of thing. You know, just it gives a feel like you're actually out there, like, skating. Because I used to skate when I was young, and yeah, you just find a spot like this and be skating it for ages. Whereas Tony Hawk's, obviously, you're all over the map, kind of thing. So yeah, I'm just trying to get this spot. No, I want to trick onto it like a kickflip or something, manual, and then come off the other side. No, it's a lot harder. I keep landing on that top step. Yeah, you know, something like that. So yeah, there wasn't actually any other spots that I had in mind. Ah, that was nice. He landed on this slope here, just perfectly there. Oh damn it, no, I can't get back up though. Like a 360 hard flip. Yeah. Well, a 360 hard flip down there. That'd look good. Whoa. Blimey. What is going on? Sorry, I know these bits are really not exactly great feeling. I think it is the controller batteries are just going mental here. That's why I keep ollieing like constantly. Just want to get this one. No. Oh dear. Yeah, the batteries are kind of going. Oh god, we might have to leave it there. The controller is just losing it. But yeah, hopefully you get the idea of what I'm talking about with that. Oh, look at that. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, it's just a different way of playing Tony Hawk's, and yeah, give it a go. Yeah. Find some spots. Whether that's ones you find in the levels or build a park yourself. And yeah. So I hope that all makes sense. So it was just a quick video I wanted to do really on that. And we will be coming back to this, so we'll be seeing Tony Hawk's 4 again. So yeah, thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video.